Tuesday marks 10 years since the Regency Hotel shooting, which was one of the most audacious shootings in our history, which ignited a feud between the Kinahan and Hutch gangs.
Now, Virgin Media Television are releasing a new documentary which looks back at the shooting and the fallout. And we're joined now to discuss this with Virgin Media's news reporter Paul Quinn and crime correspondent with the Irish Mirror, Paul Healy. But first, let's have a look at the documentary.
Well, it's a hard day to forget.
We realised on looking at the CCTV the extreme nature of the violence.
I think when we saw those images of those men dressed in those Garda ERU uniforms, you knew this was a really serious incident.
There was no guards there. There was a lot of media there. And the only reason we were there was to see really who was with Daniel Kinahan.
Let's be clear on one thing. Nobody knew anything was going to happen. The Kinahans didn't know they were going to be attacked, or they'd never come into the country.
Fascinating stuff. Thanks to the two Pauls joining us. Paul, let's start. Just remind us of what happened that day.
Yeah, so this was the 5th of February 2016, and around 2:30 in the afternoon, a group of 6 men, some who were disguised as Gardaí, carrying AK-47s. You had another man who was wearing a wig disguised as a woman. There was a boxing weigh-in at the Regency Hotel in Dublin. There was about 200 people at this. There was families, there was children. The weigh-in was taking place, and these men stormed the hotel into that room, and you will see video footage in the documentary, which airs next Tuesday, showing, you know, the absolute chaos when this happened. The target would have been Daniel Kinahan, but it was his associate David Byrne who was shot dead that day.
And there's another thing about this, Paul, in that we talk about the Hutches and the Kinahans as though they're separate. Originally, they were part of the one crime group, and this was all just the culmination of kind of a split that had happened.
Yeah, I think this is a common maybe misunderstanding that this was a gang war between two gangs. It was very much one cartel that was completely fractured by this row. It began really with the murder of Gary Hutch in September of 2015. So Gary was shot dead in Spain on the orders of Daniel Kinahan. And that is because it's now believed, because of the hubris of Gary Hutch, really, he was trying to take over the drugs market in Spain and effectively wanted to take out Daniel Kinahan. So there was an attempt on Daniel in 2014, and the Hutches ultimately failed in doing so and actually shot the wrong man. They shot an innocent boxer by the name of Jamie Moore. Daniel Kinahan couldn't let that go. He had Gary Hutch shot dead. And that was really the beginning of the feud from that day.
But this day, this shooting on this day, the Regency Hotel, that really escalated things then, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, this was the most audacious attack in the history of gangland, really. We've heard Gardaí even say that yesterday in a major press conference. This was unprecedented. You know, Gardaí have told us that the Kinahans didn't even see this coming. So while there was a row going on, they didn't necessarily expect that the Hutches were going to strike back at them, and certainly not on home turf in Dublin. You know, they came to this boxing weigh-in event thinking they were safe and sound, never felt that they were under threat. Daniel Kinahan was at that boxing event, and he got the shock of his life when those gunmen came in and started gunning for him.
Yeah. And it's hard to believe, like, if you take yourself back to 10 years, and we were speaking to former Gardaí for the documentary as well, like, you had armed Gardaí out on the streets, there was patrols, there was checkpoints, they were actually finding people on their way to commit crimes as part of this feud. There was Gardaí outside primary schools where children of, you know, people, maybe those who had targets on their back, were set up. Like, it was just a very different time, and the guards would say it was absolute warfare on the streets of the capital.
And with the McCarthy-Dundon feud and the colloquies in Limerick having happened a few years previously, where the armed response unit went in, they sat outside houses, and it completely calmed down what was happening in Limerick. There had been, you know, gangland activity, but this was in the aftermath of this. There were 18 murders, gangland murders in 18 months. So, Paul, were the guards prepared?
Look, I think there's a lot of... I think it depends who you talk to. Certain guards would say perhaps that there was failings on the day. You had journalists, you had photographers who were there, who were expecting maybe something to kick off. Maybe not exactly what happened. Yeah. But, you know, there is a question, should the guards have been there? But then you have Mick O'Sullivan, who we've both spoken to, and he would say, you know, the Kinahans didn't expect this. Why would Daniel Kinahan have been at that boxing weigh-in if they expected an attack of this size? So, you know, in hindsight, it's easy to say perhaps that armed guards should have been there, but certainly journalists, photographers who were there and captured all of this, they were aware.
Jerry the Monk Hutch was arrested for this. He went for trial and he was acquitted. Should the trial ever happened? Was there enough evidence? Why was he acquitted?
No, well, I sat in every day of that trial, 52 days of it, and I heard all of the evidence, as did the rest of the public. And frankly, look, there just was no evidence there to suggest what the state was saying, which was that Jerry Hutch was the shooter, one of the two tactical gunmen who shot David Byrne in the lobby. There was no evidence to suggest that, only the word of Jonathan Dowdall, a proven liar. Dowdall tried to claim that he met with Jerry Hutch in a park and that he confessed to him. That just didn't hold water. I think, you know, there's a reasonable question to be asked about the charge that was put forward. I mean, the presiding judge, Mr. Justice Tara Burns, said that there was evidence in relation to firearms, and perhaps maybe that, you know, should have been levelled, but that was not the charge that he was there to meet.
Because you also had the trial of Patrick Hutch, his nephew, 4 years before that, and the charges were dropped in that case. So you've had two very high-profile trials. Still to this day, nobody has ever been charged with the murder or convicted, the murder of David Byrne. Now, Gardaí will point to say that I think it's 5 or 6 men have been jailed in connection with it and with weapons charges. This is 17 people were arrested. They held a briefing yesterday, pointed to the huge successes in the last 10 years. 51 lives have been saved because of interventions. All this money, all this drugs taken off the streets.
And Cab have done that,
98 members of the Hutch and Kinahan's associates prosecuted before the courts, but still no one in relation to David Byrne.
I know you're going to go into this in the documentary because it's interesting. We've got today on the Daily Mail that they're going to have the by-election in Dublin, in that seat in Dublin, which Jerry the Hutch is expected to run for. That's going to be at the end of May. Daniel Kinahan rose so high legitimately within the boxing world until he was put on the most wanted list by the US Drug Enforcement Agency, that the fallout from this has been mad, and there's still lots and lots of drugs on Ireland's streets.
Oh, of course. Like, look, it's definitely changed. I think you will agree. It's changed the way guards deal with gangland crime in this country, and they've made huge advances. Last year, there was no gangland killing in Ireland, you know, and that's a significant success for the Gardaí. But of course, there's still very violent criminals on the streets of Ireland. There's still an awful lot of drugs on the streets of Ireland. So there's an awful lot of crime going on. And it'll be interesting to see how Jerry Hutch does. If he does run in that by-election, he got very close to it in the general election.
He certainly will. He's got an awful lot of support. You can watch The Regency 10 Years On. It's on Tuesday, the 10th of February, 9 p.m. on Virgin Media 1 and Virgin Media Play. Paul Quinn from Virgin Media News, of course, and Paul Healy, a crime correspondent with the Irish Daily Mirror. The two Pauls. Lovely to have you in this morning. Thank you so much.
It'll be a fascinating watch. Really will.
Absolutely.
Thank you.